Oi oi, alright, how's it going? I'm Grant, this is Doodle Review, and we're finishing Rock Week with a bit of a bridge into the theme of our next week, which is punk. Calling the Dogs is the fifth album from at one point melodic hardcore, another point emo, and now indie rock outfit Citizen. It's a record that gives the impression of a band in search of a more commercially appealing sound. They're leaping in two different directions stylistically to try and achieve that, and not really sticking the landing in either. Head Trip, Can't Take It Slow, and Lay Low give me a very late 2000s indie vibe, and surprisingly a bit more UK indie than US. I hear echoes of bands like the Cribs and the Rakes in the guitar riffs especially, and while that is a cool direction to go in, the results in some cases, despite the catchy choruses, come off a bit more like Orson than the Walkmen. I mean, if Orson, you remember them? Anyway, Lay Low is the first point in the album where we get the sense of an edgier band lurking underneath the fancy production, but those more aggressive vocal parts feel less like a nod to their heavier days and more like a punk band wearing an ill-fitting suit. You know, in and of itself, that suit or that production isn't bad, and there are plenty of flourishes that are executed really well, like, you know, the clap snare sound integrated into Head Trip, the guitar solo in Bad Company, and the electronic new wave feel of Options. These moments just often feel at odds with where the band's performance feels more genuine. And where the band feels more genuine is when they start pursuing that second of the two musical styles I mentioned. Tracks like If You're Lonely, Dogs, and When I Let You Down go for this kind of sunny, melodic, but still rough and edgy punk sound of groups like Military Gun, Angel Dust, Culture Abuse, and Daisy. If You're Lonely captures that sound the most successfully with an easy breezy guitar and those cool in the chorus that really echo the kind of delivery we'd hear from Ian Shelton of Military Gun. I know Citizen were about first, so probably that's like a reverse influence, but whatever. The comfort and execution in this style actually grows as the record progresses, and while If You're Lonely never quite takes it to the next level the song is calling out for, by the time we get to the final track, Takes One to Know One, the band have eventually nailed it, bar a couple of missteps like the return of Orson again on Bad Company and the aforementioned weird new wave moment of Options. Dogs is a particular moment where the elevated production, accessible hooks, and latent aggression kind of find an agreeable balance and really works, as with When I Let You Down. Overall, this is a bit of a mixed bag. There are some breakthrough moments across the album, but for me, the awkward and overly commercial moments pull it down to about a 5. But this is still a fun listen. If you're looking for a quick sing-along, this will definitely work. Tell me what you think. Did I get this right? What was your favourite track? Share some thoughts, show some love, or just wholesome abuse in the comments. There are some other videos linked in the description below. You might like them, check them out, and I will see you next week for Punk Week. Cheers.